Few people know the sacrifice of the U.S. Armed Forces better than our next guest. U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Aaron Mankin was at the forum tonight, coming straight off the Intrepid deck, just 2 miles from here to be with us here tonight. On May 11th of '05, Corporal Mankin was injured when his amphibious assault vehicle drove over an IED in Iraq. The blast killed 4 Marines, wounded 11 others. Corporal Mankin suffered grievous burns. He has undergone over 60 surgeries. He is now rightfully the spokesman for Operation Mend and an IAVA Leadership Fellow. Point of personal privilege, he's one of the best men I've ever known, and I've known him for many years. Thank you for making the trip over here. Thank you, sir. And from the perspective of who you are and what you mean to our country, how did you feel about the message for veterans, what they said to you from that stage tonight?
Honestly, I was honored to even be there, to be a part of just a historic event like this and hear the candidates speak and talk. And I felt like I had my expectations really high and walked away a little underwhelmed. And I think a lot of veterans feel that way in our community right now with just the challenges that we face from day to day and the response that we see from the public. And we rely on this relationship that we have with the American people to be your heroes, and then there's an expectation, a moral obligation that in ways you be treated as such. And so it was overwhelming to be there. I was underwhelmed with the conversation that took place. I feel like a lot more could have been said. I guess I was just really looking for future commander-in-chief to take responsibility and step up and say, you are my veterans. I will take care of you. I will make sure that you're provided for, because that's what the American people expect and what they want from a commander-in-chief. So just an amazing event, and how IAVA put this all together, and how Paul just led the charge. He started planning this back in January and made it happen, and here we are. And I agree that this should be an ongoing event, something that we should include the American people in the dialogue of what the issues we face, what they are, and they're so complex, and how to tackle them together. And like I said, I'm blessed to be a part of Operation Mend and be an example of how this country does it right. It can be done. It should be done, and I look forward to seeing what comes of it and where we go from here. You've been saying you're blessed since the first day I've known you, and you're still saying how blessed you are. This is an unfair burden on you, but in 30 seconds, what grade do you give the VA based on the service your nation has given you since you've been home? Personally, I give it a very high grade because of the connection that they've made with the private sector. These public-private partnerships like Operation Mend shows how effective it can be. It gives the American public an opportunity to serve those who have served. Now, it's not perfect, and it needs to be changed. There's a lot of things that we need to focus on, and that's what IAVA does so well. So anyone in your viewership who wants more about how they can get in the fight, IAVA.org is a perfect avenue to do that. When we talk about a grateful nation, we mean you. Thank you very much. God, it's good to see you again. Aaron Mankin, thank you. The 11th hour